A very interesting dynamic that I found is that here in this life, in this um, earth realm, which I like to call the upside down world because everything here is backwards, and it's designed to be that way. People love their own misery and their own shit. You feel me? And for a long time, I didn't really understand it. But then as I got really deep into my spiritual study and into different teachings and really grasping the understanding that this is the upside down world, this is the lowest level of heaven, and also one of the top levels of hell, because you can experience both at the same time. And it really depends on your mind state. And depending on where your mind state is, whether that's in a hell realm or in a heaven state, that's what you're going to attract, and that's what's going to reflect back to you in this reality. So when I started like observing, for example, my relationships with women, or just things I would observe with the different relationships that I see, I just found that people are just addicted to their misery in a way. I think it's very, very interesting. You could be the perfect husband, perfect guy, to a woman, and she knows this. She know that this guy is 100% great for me, exactly what I need. But due to the programming and the nature of this realm, she knows she'll get bored. And instead of going for what's absolutely right for her and living in that peace and in that heaven state, she preferred to go for who she knows isn't good for her, and her reality will reflect back to her hell. I think it's just a very interesting dynamic. Most of the spiritual teachers I follow, they talk about how, you know, everyone has their own path and we all came here to do what we came to do. But I think it's just really just so interesting in this realm and in this world. And the deeper my understanding gets, because my understanding of this life and this realm is beyond words at this point. I've gotten to a point where I truly, truly, truly understand the game in all aspects, shapes, and forms, from human relationships to emotions to energies to the forces working on our minds daily. Um, and I'll just continue to have revelations every single day as I just go deeper and deeper into my meditations, into my esoteric, um, my esoteric interpretations of the Bible and other spiritual books and different mystics and teachers, and just being able to go through all different types of information and dissect it and break it down. My understanding of this world is just, it's pretty next level, you know. And the fact that it's just crazy that people are addicted to pain here in this realm. But that's what you're here to experience. So it's a double whammy because we're it's funny because it's like, let's imagine yourself out in heaven and you're a free spirit and you can manifest just by a thought. Like, for example, I always use the example of me going to Hawaii, right? I can see Hawaii in my mind right now. I'm gonna take you to Hawaii right now. So I want you to see the palm trees, the white sandy beaches, the beach chairs, the people and the kids running up and down the beaches, the beach clubs, the exclusive resorts, the aloha air, the luau, the girls, um, the men with the fire, right? I just built you that whole picture. But in this realm, we're stuck in matter, so we can't just get there. I can see it, I can visualize it, but I'll need to book a plane ticket, get a hotel, travel, pack, and do X, Y, and Z for me to get to that destination. But once you're out of the body and you're just a free flowing spirit up in the heaven or pleroma, whatever you want to call it, the opposite of this world, you manifest at the instant of a thought. So if I want to be in Hawaii with my dream girl, I can have that immediately and I can experience that at any time. So you need this realm and you need the slowness of this to really appreciate what you're really going home back to. If you really understand what you're going home back to, if you don't really understand, and your heart's heavy about this world, then you're not gonna go back. You're gonna have to, continue to go through different lifetimes and different dimensions and figure it out. But my heart is truly light as a feather because I have that understanding that, bro, this is not the end all be all. If it was, certain things would be different. You feel me? Like, for example, why would actually, I use the example of when Jesus was in the forest and then he got tempted by Satan, and Satan said, I can give you this entire kingdom, right? You can't give somebody something that doesn't belong to you. So obviously, this kingdom belongs to Satan. This world belongs to Satan. It's ran off of negative energies. It's fed off of fear of your negative emotions. You crashing out. You being upset about what's going on here in matter. You losing your dream girl. You losing a kid. You not getting that job, not getting into a dream university. All these things that just pull on your energy and just pull and push and make you suffer. And you feel all these types of ways because you're not flowing with life, right? I have that full, deep understanding of this world. So it's like my heart is light as a feather, as the Egyptians would say. Because, bro, I understand that once I leave here, I'm going back to the party. I'm going back to infinite manifestation and being able to just do whatever I like to do at the thought of an instant. And I needed this experience for me to really appreciate and understand heartbreak, loss, forgiveness, strength, power, rejuvenation, transformation, all of that, turning your soul from coal into gold, as they would say in alchemy, right? So I don't know where I was going with that. I forgot the last thing I was talking about, but I'll end it with this. People are addicted to their own misery. You can't save anybody. You can only save yourself through your spiritual understanding. Don't get too attached to nothing going on. Things are going to be thrown at your way because this entire game is made to feed off of your energy. This entire game is to feed off your negative energy, your sorrow, your pain, your suffering. Oh, what I want to get into is, and if you don't think this world is in hell, why is there a possibility for evil? Why would a God even create a world where there's a possibility for the most evil and heinous acts and most evil and heinous things? If this wasn't hell and this wasn't a terrible realm to be in, right? Just something to think about. So either the person that created this is either very, very evil, or very, very ignorant and dumb. Take your pick. But I'll say this: don't be put in any direction. Stay focused. Watch the game. Beat the game. And you make it back home to the party. Don't live in misery. Don't be like the girl that knows exactly what's good for her, but she can't really understand and handle peace. Be the peace that you want to see in your own life. Run it up. Live comfortable. Block out all the outside noise, the distractions, the politics, the wars, the police, the this, the that. Because at the end of the day, it's all you and just your mind. Breezy out.